Let's go, guys. It's Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic. Nice. Pollen. What it is, I've got a 2015 VW Golf, right? And we're going to go ahead and change, you could say, the full shocker leg, okay? The full shock absorber leg, the shock absorber, the spring, the hub. Is that a little smash on this one? 2015 plate, mk7. Right, and we're going to go ahead and replace the shock absorber, the leg, the hub and everything. Right, the thing is, I've made a start on this already. Or my brother made a start on this already, right? And I was supposed to do it and I'll show you guys. So he's taking a few things off, so let's run through it. As you can see here, he's took the wiper arms off. Okay, it's not hard to, I mean, check my other videos out. I mean, the Skodas, the Seats, they're pretty much the same. So take the 13 millis, the 13 millis, these basically 13 millis. Okay, take them off, this one and this one, give it a little pull, it should come off. After that, we're going to go ahead and take this cover off and this one off, give it a little pull. I know it looks like it's just come off nice and easy because he already took it off once. And we're going to go ahead and crack these, 1, 2, 3, crack them, and don't take them off completely, just crack them so they're nice and loose, and we'll send the car up. Okay guys, I have slackened these. We're going to send it up. Before I send it up, I've just took the wheel off. While it's on the floor, you can crack the wheels. Mechanics 101, I'm not going to show you how to take the wheel off. While it's on the floor, just jack it up a little bit. If you're doing it on the floor, make sure it's safe. While it's on the floor, I thought I'll take the wheels off. If you want to, you can, you know, send it up and then take the wheels off. It's entirely up to you. Alright, next thing we're going to do is, I've already cracked this one, but we're going to take the center nut off. On yours, you might have a 27mm socket head, so take it off with the 27mm. Mine is a 24mm multi-spline, so you can use a 24mm multi-spline, one of them. Okay, but I don't have a 24mm multi-spline, so mine is, I think it's 15-16, whatever that is. I think that's 24mm. Right, so we're going to take that off. Right, after we've taken the center nut off, we're going to go ahead and take the drop link off. I'm not replacing the drop link, so I'm just going to take it off from this side. Okay, if you're replacing the drop link and replacing the shocker, then it's common sense you would take it off from the bottom here, or cut it off from the bottom or something like that. Because if you take it off from the top, which means you have to take it off from the bottom as well, double the work. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. Size 18mm socket. I've already cracked it. I'm going to get the gun on it, whiz it off. Right, drop link nut is off. We'll take that off after. What we're going to do is we're going to take the caliper off totally. I mean, there's two ways to do this, but because we're replacing the hub, I'm taking the full leg off as well, because it's had a little smash and not very good. So we're going to replace the full leg. And you might be thinking, brand new shock absorber, why am I changing the shock absorber? It's because the shock absorber is bent as well. What happened is only last week, we replaced the shock absorber for him. Okay, and youngsters, you know youngsters, 100 miles per hour, he lost control of the car, and he hit the curb or something, and yeah, so we're going to do it again. So anyway, we're going to take the caliper off, size 7 Allen key, just whiz this one off here, there's one here, anti-clockwise, take them off, flick the caliper off, let's go from there. Right, them two are off, we're just going to flick that off. We're going to go ahead and take this 10mm off, okay, and then this one here, the ABS sensor, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little pick like that, like this here, and we're just going to flick that off like that, and then just pull it off. There we go, that one's off. Very hard to show you guys, but it's there. Basically a little plug switch kind of thing. Take that off. We're going to take that one off here as well. Take the caliper off. We are getting there, let's go. Caliper is off, we took that one off. The ABS sensor wire is off. What we're going to do now is track rod end, 18mm on there, whiz that off with a gun, ratchet, whatever you've got. Let's take that off, a little hit there, that should come off. Let's go. Right, Team R4UL, we've taken the track rod end off. Everything is nearly freestyling. What we're going to do now is ball joint. Because we're going to replace the full hub and everything, it's got a ball joint, everything on it. He's bought a second-hand one. Let's be honest with you. Let's face it, a brand new mk7 full hub, okay, it's going to cost a lot of money. Okay, so he's gone to the scrapyard, got a second-hand one, and yeah, it should be all right for him. I mean, if you want to go buy one for £500 each side he needs two, so that's about £1,000. Youngster, £1,000, Raul TV, we're going to try and hook him up, get his car back on the road. He should be all right. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is 16mm ball joint nuts, 3 of them. We're going to take them off, 1 here, 2 and 3. Take them 3 off. Then the wishbone will come down. And that's pretty much it. We're going to take the 3 bolts off on the top. Remember, we just slackened them before. And it should come straight off. Let's go. So these are the 3 we're going to take off. 1, 2 and 3. If they do snap, don't worry about it, because you can just go ahead and replace the ball joint. They're only about £10, £20 or something like that. If you want to, you can just knock, when you've taken the hub off, just knock the studs out, put a nut and bolt on it. I mean, not a big issue if you snap the bolts. So anyway, I've already cracked them, so like that. I'm going to take all 3 off. Okay, after taking the 3 nuts off, all you do is just pull it down, push that out. If you had 2 hands on it, it would be even easier. As you can see, the drop link's still on it because we haven't took it off. We took the nut off. So what we're going to do is, there's so much tension on these anti-roll bars, so I'm going to get a bar, pry that down a little bit. I'm feeling strong today. Do it with my hands. There we go. Normally I would get a little pry bar, bar it down and take the drop link off, but I think I've had my Weetabix today. Okay, now that everything is absolutely freestyling, as you can see, I'm going to send it down, take them 3 nuts off on the top. If you want, you can get an assistant to hold the shock absorber and the leg and everything, the hub, while you take the 3 nuts off, 3 bolts off, sorry. I'm going to just let it drop, basically. Yeah, because I'm on my own here. Right, so there we have it. We're going to take them 3 off. That one. That one. Don't drop the socket. Right, and there's the last one. As you can see there, I've marked it, but you don't really need to mark it, guys. I'm going to show you. I mean, on the top mounting, it should have an arrow on it. Make sure the arrow goes the right way. If you want to mark it, you can mark it. Makes your life even easier, but you don't really need to mark it. So I'm going to take the last one off, take the shock absorber off. Alright guys, there we go. 1 shock absorber and the hub and everything off, totally off. What we're going to do is, see, these are the ones he's got, okay? I know they're from the breaker's yard. They're not in the best nick because they've been stood and everything. So we're going to give them a good clean out. You see the back plates and everything off this one, the wheel bearing, the back plates, everything. We're going to go ahead and replace them. To take the hub off, the shocker leg, dead easy. All we do is get one of these multi-spline Torx, Allen key, whatever you want to call it, M14. Bang it on there. Right, to take the hub off the shocker, dead easy. M14 multi-spline, like I mentioned. Get 18mm spanner on that side, on the nut side, so you can take it off the 18mm actually if you want, or and get the M14 on this side, whichever way you want. Just like that. You would be holding that side because I've got the camera, so can't really do anything about that. That comes off. Get a little chisel in there. It might just come off anyway, but if it doesn't, get a little chisel in there. Just spread it a little bit. That should fly off. And let's rebuild it. So to take it off totally, I thought I'll just show you guys this. I've just got a little chisel in there. Spread it out ever so slightly. And that should, if you hold it with one hand, there we go, come off nice and easy. No messing. Let's rebuild the hub and let's refit it. Let's go. Right guys, there it is. The shocker is back on there. The way we had to get it in is I had to lift it up, and my brother had to put the 3 bolts on the top. The arrow, right, this is what I mean. When I said you don't need to mark it or anything, see, there's an arrow there. Can you see there? Right there, if you can zoom in just there. I'll point it out, there you go. Right, that arrow needs to go towards the body of the car, so towards the engine of the car basically. Right, so it'll need, that arrow will need to go basically here. Okay, so make sure that arrow's there. If you want to, you can just mark it like I did there, but you don't have to mark it. Just get that arrow lined up towards the bulkhead of the car. You should be all right. Anyway, I've got them 3 on. I'm gonna tighten them up, we'll send it up, finish the rest of it off. Okay guys, I've got the wiper arms back on. Like I mentioned before, 13mm nut, Just bang them back on. That's it. They're on. The covers are back on. Everything on the top is done. We don't need to mess about with it. I mean, while you put them on, you know, the 3 bolts on the top, you might as well just tighten them up. That's it. Let's shut the bonnet. Let's send it up. Right, okay. The hub and shocker, everything's back on. What we're going to do now is we're going to fit everything in reverse order. We're going to put the center nut back on. We're going to put the brake caliper back on. Track rod end back on. Drop link back on. Ball joint, 3 nuts on the ball joint, them back on. Disc back on. Basically, fit it in reverse order. We're good to go. Let's go. Let's do it. Well, that's it, guys. That's how we replace the front shock absorbers and the shocker spring, whatever you want to call it, alright? Change everything. The front hub on the Mark 7 Golf 2014-15 kind of thing. Mark 7 goes up to 2018, right? So from 2013 to 2018, Mark 7 Golf, front shock absorbers replacement, front hub replacement. That's how we do it. I hope this video helps you guys out. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Roll TV. We'll see you guys soon with another video.